Greetings, my name is Matt Golder and I'm a professor and the co-director of undergraduate studies in the Department of Political Science at Penn State. Today I'd like to take a moment to celebrate and recognize some of the fantastic accomplishments of our graduating seniors, the political science class of 2021. Let me start by recognizing the enormous challenges that you faced to reach this point, especially over the last year or so with the COVID pandemic. You had to deal with the rapid and unexpected transition to online learning last spring, and this year you've had to finish up your studies in a highly uncertain and challenging environment, in relative isolation from your family and friends. Many of you have seen study abroad opportunities, internships, and other important college experiences cancelled. And all of you have missed out on so many of the traditional milestones that come with your final semester in college, and that you've been looking forward to for 4 years or more. Through these challenging times, you've shown resilience and perseverance, skills that will no doubt be valuable as you move on to the next stage of your life. You've stood up for the things you believe in and shown solidarity with your fellow students and community members. You've made friendships that will last a lifetime. Your family and friends are so proud of you and what you have accomplished. The Department of Political Science is proud of you. Most importantly, you should be proud of yourselves. This is definitely a time of the year that the political science faculty look forward to. It offers us an opportunity to step back and see how much you've grown during your time with us. It's rewarding to us to see your intellectual maturity and your emerging professionalism and power as leaders. It's also gratifying to see so many of our majors in the political science department distinguished in the broader context of the College of the Liberal Arts and the university as a whole. While some things are obviously different for this graduating class, some things remain the same. In particular, your academic work, your service, internships, and your global experiences continue to impress, and they place you among the very best of the class of 2021 across the university. Teaching and working with students is a core part of our mission here at Penn State, and as I've said, we are extremely proud of this particular graduating class. We hope as your time at Penn State comes to an end that we've helped to prepare you to achieve your own personal goals and to make a positive difference in the world. We very much look forward to seeing what you're going to do in the future. We need your energy, leadership, and vision for a better world. Congratulations again, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors. As I continue to speak, you'll see the names, photos, and achievements of many of our graduating seniors. Enjoy. Let me start by briefly discussing our graduating class as a whole. The Department of Political Science offers 4 different majors. Students can do a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science in Political Science, a Bachelor of Arts in International Politics, and a Bachelor of Science in Social Data Analytics, something we call SODA. The BS in Political Science and the BS in Social Data Analytics are both relatively new and have been introduced just 5 years ago. This means that this year's class is just the second cohort to complete these programs from start to finish. In total, 11 of you are graduating with a BS in Political Science, and 2 of you are graduating with a BS in Social Data Analytics. These students are pioneers in that they have had to overcome the challenges of being some of the very first students to go through our new degree program from start to finish. Many of our political science BS and SODA students have encouraged others to follow in their footsteps, and these particular majors are now growing fast. In total, 242 students are graduating this spring, with some kind of major from the political science department. 24 are graduating cum laude, with a GPA higher than 3.79. 14 are graduating magna cum laude, with a GPA higher than 3.89. And 8 are graduating summa cum laude, with a GPA higher than 3.97. 109 of our students are graduating with a double major. 32 are graduating with honours, having been Paterno Fellows and Schreier Honours students, and 33 have completed their degrees online through Penn State's World Campus. In addition to these students, another 181 are graduating with minors from the Political Science Department, including minors in Business and the Liberal Arts, Global Security, and Political Science. Your class has been active on campus, in your communities and around the world during your time at Penn State. 18 of our graduating seniors participated in the Reserve Officer Training Corps, ROTC, and will be commissioned as officers this year. Of these, Zachary Curtis is the 2021 ROTC National Security Award recipient. Congratulations, Zachary. Many of you have held leadership roles on campus, whether it be in student government and the Presidential Leadership Academy, or as dancers and committee leaders for THON. You have served Penn State as athletes, as Lion ambassadors, and as leaders of department clubs, honor societies, and Greek life. You have engaged your fellow students in politics as journalists, activists, organizers, and mentors. During your time at Penn State, many of you have practiced what you have learned in your classes by participating in the political process and by campaigning for your favorite political candidates and issues. Many of you have prepared for the professional world through jobs, internships, and volunteer work. The list of your experiences in this regard is long and impressive. Just a few of the highlights include internships in the State Department, the Attorney General's Office, the US Embassy in Ireland, in international organizations like the International Association of Firefighters, in companies such as ExxonMobil, Lockheed Martin and Northwest Bank, as well as various district attorneys' offices, county courts, state and local governments, and law firms. Despite the pandemic, the class of 2021 are also global travelers who are engaged in the world. During your careers at Penn State, many of you studied abroad in a wide range of countries, including Spain, France, the United Kingdom, Iceland, Poland, Lithuania, Tanzania, Chile, Argentina, Israel, the Netherlands, and Singapore. Again, this is just to name a few of the places where our students have studied. Many of you pursued ambitious research projects through the Paterno Fellows and Schreier Honours programs, or independently with the help of faculty. Some of this year's honours thesis titles have appeared as I've been talking. These theses have required students to collect new data, conduct their own experiments, run surveys, conduct statistical analyses, and provide in-depth case studies. They touch on a diverse set of topics, from split-ticket voting in Germany, to human rights violations in foreign aid, to transitional justice in post-Civil War states, to racially motivated school segregation, to food insecurity and climate issues, to name just a few. The quality of the thesis this year was very high, and your achievements are particularly impressive given the challenging conditions under which you completed them. Charles Ryan won this year's Pi Sigma Alpha Best Political Science Thesis Award for his thesis examining how social mobility affects voter turnout in presidential elections. Congratulations, Charles. Charles's thesis and several others have been nominated for other university-wide awards, where we expect them to do very well. On behalf of the Political Science Department, I congratulate all of this year's thesis writers for their hard work, and I thank their faculty supervisors for the mentoring and training that they provided. The class of 2021 as a whole is truly outstanding. Now, though, I'd like to take a moment to mention some specific students who have truly excelled during their time at Penn State. I'll begin with our student marshals. Charles Ryan is the Student Marshal for Political Science. Charles is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with a Bachelor of Science degrees in both political science and economics. During his time at Penn State, Charles studied abroad at the London School of Economics. He was involved in the Presidential Leadership Academy, and he was president of Pi Sigma Alpha, the National Political Science Honours Society. As I've already mentioned, Charles' honours thesis won this year's Best Thesis Award in Political Science. Charles has currently taken a few weeks out to decide what he wants to do in the next chapter of his life. Emily Kiver is the Student Marshal for International Politics within the College of Liberal Arts and the Student Marshal for Geosciences in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Emily is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Politics, a Bachelor of Science degree in Earth Science and Policy, with a minor in French. During her time at Penn State, Emily studied abroad in France. She completed a policy internship with the Pennsylvania Solar Center. She was captain of the women's club Ultimate Frisbee team, and she sang in Penn State's concert choir. After graduation, Emily hopes to work in climate policy analysis, research, or advocacy in Washington, D.C. Brooke Przybylinski is the Student Marshal for Social Data Analytics. Brooke is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Social Data Analytics and a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science. During her time at Penn State, Brooke has been a research assistant in the Department of Political Science. She worked as a marketing intern for Promotion in Motion, Inc., and she served as a club officer for Penn State Track and Field. After graduating, Brooke will complete a master's degree through Penn State's Smeal College of Business, after which she hopes to pursue a career in sports analytics. If I can brag for a moment, Charles, Emily, and Brooke are just 3 of the majors from our department who are serving as student marshals this year. 7 other students majoring in political science or international politics are also serving as student marshals for other departments. Nyla Holland is the student marshal for African American Studies and the college marshal for the College of Liberal Arts as a whole. Nyla is graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in both political science and African American Studies. Nyla serves as president of the Penn State Black Caucus. She was the former executive director of the MLK Junior Commemoration Student Committee. She was a co-chair of the Student Code of Conduct Task Force, and she serves as a peer mentor in Blueprint, a program focused on offering cultural, social, and academic support to first-year students of color. Nyla won a 2021 Rock Ethics Stand-Up Award for her efforts to promote racial justice and address racism at Penn State and in the broader community. Nyla will complete a master's degree in public policy at Penn State before looking for work in the social or environmental policy field with a non-profit organization or local government. Eliza Mull is the student marshal for Latin American Studies. Eliza is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in both international politics and Latin American Studies. During her time at Penn State, Eliza has studied abroad in Chile, Israel, Kenya, and Tanzania. She's also been a service director for Schreier for Women and a legal intern for a law firm. After graduation, Eliza plans on spending a year teaching in Spain. Hannah Olenek is the student marshal for labor and employment relations. Hannah is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degrees in both political science and labor and employment relations, with a minor in French. During her time at Penn State, Hannah has been a resident assistant, a student engagement network intern, and a new student orientation leader. After graduation, Hannah plans on going to law school. Jenna Brooks is the student marshal for African Studies. Jenna is graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in international politics, African Studies, and history. She is a member of Pi Sigma Alpha, the National Honor Society for Political Science, and Phi Alpha Theta, the National Honor Society for History. Jenna was invited to participate as a delegate at the International Model African Union. After graduation, Jenna will serve as a City Year AmeriCorps member in Columbus, Ohio, before going to graduate school to study international politics or African studies. Liam McCall is the student marshal for sociology. Liam is graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in both political science and sociology. In addition to being an intern for the Delaware State Attorney General campaign, Liam has also served as president of the Liberal Arts Undergraduate Council and treasurer of Pi Sigma Alpha, the National Honor Society for Political Science. After graduation, Liam plans to attend law school. Hope Bodenschatz is the student marshal for geography in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Hope is a Paterno Fellow and Schreier Scholar who's graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in both political science and geography, a Master of Arts degree and a Bachelor of Science degree in economics, and a minor in sustainability leadership. During her time at Penn State, Hope has won a number of awards. She studied abroad in Tanzania and has conducted numerous research projects with faculty members, some of which she's presented at academic conferences. After graduation, Hope will start a position as a research assistant for the director of the New England Public Policy Center at the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Daryl Watkins is the student marshal for media studies in the Donald P. Belisario College of Communications. Daryl is graduating with Bachelor of Arts degrees in both political science and media studies. During her time at Penn State, Daryl has completed internships with the U.S. Department of Energy, Penn State's Office of Government and Community Relations, and the Center County Democratic Committee. After graduation, Daryl plans to pursue a career in government affairs in Washington, D.C. Finally, I'd like to recognize and congratulate the students who are graduating with the highest GPAs in their class. This is quite an accomplishment and something that requires a large amount of hard work and dedication. On the University Park campus, Noel Mussolino achieved the highest GPA among our BA Political Science students. Charles Ryan achieved the highest GPA among our BS Political Science students. Eliza Mull achieved the highest GPA among our BA International Politics students. And Brooke Przybylinski achieved the highest GPA among our SOTA students. For various reasons, many of our students obtain their degrees through Penn State's World Campus. The World Campus has about 20,000 students overall and is designed to provide a Penn State education online to individuals who seek a higher education beyond the traditional campus experience. I'd like to recognise our World Campus students with the highest GPAs. John Luis achieved the highest GPA in International Politics, and Morgan Hurley achieved the highest GPA in Political Science. Congratulations. As you can see, there are some truly outstanding students, scholars, and human beings amongst our graduating senior class. We're so very proud of you all. We hope that you'll go out into the world and make it a better place. In fact, we're relying on it. We need you. Congratulations again and good luck. We hope to see at least some of you again soon.